Hi, this is a video about how to function during Socratic seminars. It'll have an introduction to Socratic seminars. We'll give you some examples of what Socratic seminars look like, what to expect when you walk in the door, and how to make sure that you are prepared for the seminars. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to watch two different videos, and those videos are going to help you to understand kind of where Socratic seminars came from, and again, give you some examples of what those might look like. So now that you've finished watching those videos, let's talk about what is a Socratic seminar. A Socratic seminar is a formal discussion based on text, and I cannot reiterate to you enough how important it is to make sure that everything that you say is based on evidence that you pull from specific texts related to the seminar. You're going to listen closely to the communication of others and comments of others, and you're going to think critically for yourself based on your own thoughts and opinions and based on the thoughts of others. Again, everything comes back to evidence and based on the texts. A Socratic seminar is also an opportunity to work cooperatively and question intelligently. This is not a desire to determine right answers. It's something that is supposed to help us dig deeply into texts and how we think and connect our experiences and our understandings together in a meaningful way. A seminar is collaborative, it's open-ended dialogue, it's moved by questions, and it encourages critical thinking, deep reading, and active listening skills. What you do as a participant is you are the one responsible for the quality of the discussion. Again, it is a discussion, not a debate. This is an important distinction because you want to make sure that you understand that every question, every comment, every text-based response is driving us deeper into the discussion and driving us deeper into understanding. This is not something that you win at. This is not something where you're trying to disprove somebody else's thinking. So it's all on the students. There may be some times where there's some awkward pauses and some things like that, but it is on the students to make sure that the Socratic seminar is moving forward and that we're staying on topic and that you're using the questions to drive the discussion. A good seminar occurs when participants study the text closely in advance. You have to make sure that you understand the text before you come to a seminar. In order to do this, most commonly you're going to read a text, annotate a text. You may collect evidence, generate new questions, do all sorts of things, but you really want to dig into the text on your own first. You're going to have to listen actively and then share your ideas and questions in response to those of others. It is not work for you to be completely silent during a seminar. Not only will your grade be impacted by participation like that, but you're also not going to gain as much from the seminar, which is far more important. Our goal here is to deepen our understanding of essential questions through evidence-based dialogue, and that's really what you need. So for our expectations, our number one expectation is that you will maintain a professional and academically appropriate behavior throughout the seminar. Otherwise, you can expect to be removed immediately. Students should build off of what everyone says by using the sentence starters we've provided. There are some examples on this slide. There will also be examples on your desk on the day of the seminar. You need to use a strong voice, sit up straight, maintain eye contact, and allow other students to finish their thoughts. You can do just as poorly on a seminar if you try and jump in and dominate the whole thing as you can if you're not participating at all. You need to make sure that you are allowing other people to speak. As a matter of fact, we want you to make sure that if there are people who have not spoken, that you invite them into the conversation. Everybody's opinion, everybody's voice is incredibly important to make sure that we do what we need to during the seminar. When you speak, I want you to focus on presenting a complete gift in terms of what you are saying. You want to be insightful, make claims, have support, and use reasoning. Again, for every single thing that you say, you've got to make sure to do all of those things, including, most importantly, referencing text. You have to reference both your own understanding and applicable text consistently as you're contributing to the discussion. So what's it going to look like? So tomorrow you're either going to find your name on a seating chart that's projected. Sometimes they're listed on the tables, and you will either be on the inside or the outside circle. Everyone will get to participate in both at some point in time. On the inside circle, that's where the Socratic seminar is actively happening. That inside circle has a high-level academic text-based discussion. Generally speaking, your goal is to speak at least 5 times. And each of those 5 times, you want to make sure that you have your own reasoning, specific evidence from the text, and that you're moving the conversation forward. There's no hand raising in the inside circle. It's only respectful discussion, and it is completely led by the students. On the outside circle is absolutely 100% silent. And your job is to listen and participate in the conversation, either virtually or on paper, depending on the teacher that you have. You need to make sure that you're exercising good digital citizenship in terms of making sure that you're paying attention and you're focused on the conversation, and professionalism. Everything that you say, everything that you write, everything that you do should always come back to communicating and acting professionally. So make sure that you are not taking away from anything that's going on that inside circle. As you are participating, again, either virtually or on paper, your goal is to make sure that whatever you are writing is how you would be participating in the seminar. So you are responding to people and you are furthering the conversation just in a silent way, either virtually or on paper. As you're doing that, the same principles apply. You should have your own reasoning, you should have specific evidence, and you should have how you're moving the conversation forward, how it connects to things that have already been said. Finally, let's talk about how you prepare. In order to make sure that you are ready for a Socratic seminar, generally you have to complete a ticket in the door. This ticket is proof that you have prepared and are ready to participate. This might look like notes that you've taken during class. It might look like your annotated copies of the texts. It might look like activities that you have participated in and prepared in advance of the seminar, that shows kind of how you dug into texts or how you are getting your thinking ready. It can include your own research that you've done. Any of those things would be acceptable. But when you walk in on the day of the seminar, the expectation is that you find your seat, you sit down, and you pull out your proof that you have prepared and that you are ready to participate. And that is the only thing that will be on your desk. You will not be allowed to use your computer at all, so please make sure that you have what you need on paper. All right, guys, that's how you do a Socratic seminar. If you have any questions, please make sure to talk to your teachers. We're excited about this and believe in what you can do. Don't forget, your words have power.